Hey guys, Gary here. Thanks for checking in. It's been a while since I've filmed a new video. Mostly, I'm fucking busy. Lots of things happening. And there really wasn't any shit that was pressing that I had to do this video right now. So I just kind of kept putting everything off. I got a few more lined up. I'm going to film a few over the next few days. Actually, I filmed this yesterday and there was no audio. So this is a reshoot. It should be better, but it probably won't be. So anyway, today we'll talk about range bags. And those of you that follow my writings over on my blog, I'd said that of things I didn't like, range bags were on the list. And two features, I guess, about range bags that I didn't like. I didn't think people who designed and made range bags understood what they were being used for. And one was range bags without dual backpack straps and range bags that were meant to carry guns and ammo. And to expand on that, generally speaking, range bags look like a fucking microwave or like a fucking 1973 Russian Betamax VCR. They're huge. So you can fit all the shit you need, and I get that. But then they'll put one shoulder strap right in the middle of it. So you've got this big bag with the shoulder strap that's got to go like 45 degrees over to the edge so it can be on your shoulder. So as I move, the range bag sits here, and then the shoulder strap comes from about where my hand is over to where my shoulder is. So you can see the angle that would be at. So as you try to walk with the shit in your hands, it wants to slide off. So now you've got to take a hand, drop the rifle case or the ammo can or whatever, and now hold the bag in place. Well, why have a shoulder strap if I need a hand? So I ended up using a backpack as a range bag. This is my Grey Ghost Gear operator pack, maybe. I'm not positive what it's called. But I got that on the very first run, like before they started using like printed webbing and stuff on it, and it became a range bag. It also meant that I lost a backpack. So I kind of wanted a different range bag because the backpack I wanted to use as a backpack, which is why I bought it. But at least I could put my range gear with me. I could put it on, wear it, and and then carry other things to the range. And which brings me to the second part. The range bags they make them and they'll put like pistol rugs in it. I'm like, well, isn't the fucking pistol supposed to be on your hip? And then somebody said, well, what if you bring two? I'm like, man, just throw it in the bag. Because what if you bring 5 and it has a pistol rug in it? So what do you do with the other 3? You throw them in the big open part of the bag. So why not just put all of them in the big open part? And why make this little slot that now I can't put anything else in? Or my favorite is the ones that come with like a little pull-out tray that's sized to fit like at most 100 rounds, like the Winchester White Box 100-round box. And I'm like, all right, but what do I do with the other 1,900 rounds that I'm bringing with me to the range? Do I put them in the bag and now it weighs all that with all the other shit and it collapses? And I'm like, who the fuck goes to the range with 100 rounds of ammo and that's it? And they're so poor they can only afford one $20 box of ammo, but they bought a $190 range bag to carry it in. Like, who the fuck designed that? Anyway, so my thought was it needs to have dual backpack straps, and it can be compartmentalized, but not for guns and ammo. It needs a big compartment to throw guns in, and nowhere for ammo because we're going to bring it in an ammo can. Like, all my ammo is in 30 caliber ammo cans. What's it, 7.62. So whether it's AK ammo, 308 ammo, 9mm, 5.56, I just fill 30 caliber ammo cans. You can use a 50 if you want, but a 50 caliber ammo can full of 9mm is heavy. So I just bought a bunch of 30s and roll with that. So while I was looking for a range bag, I said maybe I can get a smaller one so the shoulder strap will actually work and I can move my backpack back to backpack. So I bought a bag, and it just didn't hold enough shit. And I ended up making that a medical bag, which works out great because my range bag I don't put medical gear in. I usually have medical gear in my pocket, but I also bring this medic bag to the range with me every single time. No medic bag, no range trip. I get to the range and for some reason the medic bag has been stolen out of my truck or something. I turn around and drive home. Go somewhere where people can bleed, I bring stuff to fix that. So while it didn't make a good range bag, it goes to the range every time I go to the range. If you've been in class, you've seen it sitting there because I bring it out and set it down on the range during classes as well. So no need to put medical gear in my range bag. Although currently the new range bag I'm trying, I put some in there just because I don't have anything else to put in one of the pockets. So range bag I ended up giving a whirl. Bought this on a Black Friday sale for a really good price, so I can't promise that you can get it for like the 70 bucks that I got it for. I don't remember what they said the MSRP is, but sticking with Gray Ghost Gear, they have a range bag. And it's narrow, so the shoulder strap doesn't have to go way out here. It can pretty much hang right down. And it holds, so far, everything I needed to hold. No pistol lugs, and no little compartments for 8 rounds of ammo. I guess maybe from a 1911 shooter, I only need 45 rounds to kill 19 people. I only need one to reload for the whole Chinese army. But anyway, to get off that sidetrack, it comes with, it came in gray, and I like gray and yellow. It didn't come with yellow zipper pulls. It came with lime green ones. So I had to swap those out for some yellow ones. But let's take it apart. Or not take it apart. Let's open it up, look inside, and I'll show you the kind of shit that I bring to the range with me. Alright, so here's a front side of the bag. It's got a couple carry handles on it, just so you can pick it up and carry it. Got a shoulder strap. It's curved, so it doesn't really like it wants to hug your shoulder, and it's got some non-slip stuff sewed to the bottom of it, so it does stay on your shoulder really well, which is kind of my complaint with other range bags, that they don't. So if we look at this this front compartment right here, it is your typical mag compartment you see in a bunch of different range bags, and it holds 7 magazines, which is like a minimum I would take to the range. I mean, the ones that have 3 or 5 just isn't enough for an average range trip. So it carries those 7, and there's 6 more inside. It's got this heavy duty, like a little workstation if you need to work on your gun, with a magnet right in the middle, and that's so if you have like little parts or something that they won't roll away. If you want to like store those parts, maybe take them home or whatever, there's some little mesh pockets in the corners. You can see the green zipper pulls that normally come on all over the bag that I replaced with the yellow ones. So that is the front part of the bag, the mag section, I guess we'll call that. And we'll slide this thing around. Look at the end. I'll just roll all the way around it, so it's a big end pocket. This one currently I have a Rockwell Tactical Pocket med kit and a cat tourniquet in there. I don't know what I'm going to end up putting in that. I might leave the medical stuff in there for now, because more medical is always better, but it's certainly not necessary because I do carry a medical bag. Around the other side, on this end pouch, I have a couple Miss Clean kits. I thought it was MS Clean. There's a review here somewhere in the channel about those, and those hold a bunch of tools and stuff, and some lube, and inside I have some of the ALG Quad Zero very thin grease. It's the best grease I found on the market. Either Quad Zero or Triple Zero is all I want to use, and if you're getting grease that does not have an NLGI number, it's not really grease. It's not a petroleum product. It's just snake oil that someone is telling you that it's grease because it does not meet a standard. And if it doesn't meet a standard, then it's a pretender. And we'll zip this up. Flip it around to the back. Alright, here on the back side, which or maybe the front side, depending which way you carry it, it's got a large pouch here covered with a Fastex buckle. Inside of this larger one, I keep my carbon fiber DeWalt stapler. Best stapler on the market. Anybody that's been following knows that I care more about this than most of the guns I own. I have a couple of paper like B8 centers in there. I don't really use them a whole lot, but they're small enough to fold in there, so if I need it, I have it. There's always a target with me at least, even if I forget to bring any other targets for whatever reason. In the smaller pouches, keep batteries, 2032s for the optics, some Ear Pro batteries, AAA style, Duracell of course, and some 123s in case I need to put them in a flashlight, and extra staples. I also keep a stapler and staples in my tote that's in the back of my truck. I also got some black masking tape. I can use to tape up targets, but mostly it's to put the sling back on my rifle for carrying it home in the car. Alright, so let's take a look inside and see what's inside the main compartment of the bag. I put a couple different zipper pulls on this one with some plastic ends so that I knew which ones were the ones that I wanted for the main compartment, a little easier. So inside it's got on the lid it's got this another one of those mesh pockets. Inside I keep some pasters in there. I'm hoping to give it to someone, a notebook, and some business cards, because at the range someone's always asking me for a card. Now into the main compartment that we have, it's got some Velcro on four pieces on the sides and then on the ends as well to attach things, including this little padded divider that you can set up however you want. So inside I'm keeping pair of Ear Pro, some Peltors, another pair of Ear Pro. I believe in redundancy, and I hate going to the range without electronic hearing protection. So down inside the rest of the compartments I have a set of Oakley's clear lenses. If it's bright out, I'm probably already wearing some dark lens to Oakley's, but if it's darker out, rainy or whatever, I probably aren't. I need to have some clear ones in the bag. Pair of gloves. Always keep gloves around, shooting rifles, putting targets up, general range stuff. So I keep some Oakley gloves stored in random places. An Otis Cleaning Kit. It's one of the pull-through guys with a bunch of different fittings and shit. Let's be honest, I don't really clean stuff, but somebody might need to borrow it. Then Velcroed to the end, I have this sneaky bag pouch. The pouch has some daisy chain shot cord on the outside where I keep Tacti Extract from Tactical Guns and Gear. And then if we unzip it, it has here on the inside just some random tools and whatnot, extra batteries, some like AR specific tools and screwdrivers and a multi-tool and some Loctite stuff that guys, myself or others, might need while out on the range. So it's easy, it keeps that from organizing from getting lost. Down on the padded divider, which you can put wherever you want. I just kind of have it stuck in there in a random spot for now. There's some more elastic loops for magazines, but I keep a couple Sharpies in there. Of course, a couple extra magazines because I shoot a bunch when I go to the range, and a good old XS pen inside of there so that I can write down that little notebook if I need to write anything down. And that's it. That's all the shit I need to take to the range. Alright, so there we took a look at what I keep inside my Gray Ghost Gear range bag. Pretty compact package. I've been a couple trips to the range. It does not slide off my shoulder like all the stupid range bags out there. My only complaint about it is it came with this little guy, which is like a little mesh bag with some Velcro on the back and a drawstring. And I think it's meant when you pick up your brass so that you have somewhere to put it, like dirt would fall out and stuff, and then you can Velcro it in the bag if you want. But I don't know, when I bring ammo and then I shoot it, I don't think the brass is going to fit in this little thing. So other than that, $1 that I paid for spent on that part of the range bag that I'm not going to use. Otherwise, I have no complaints whatsoever about the range bag, and I'm going to continue to use it. Come see me in class, and you'll probably see me pull my Ear Pro and shit out of it. Alright guys, hopefully this was helpful. If you like it, great, you can kick the thumbs up. If you don't like it, you can click the thumbs down. Don't care either way. Y'all take it easy. So if you notice one thing that's missing, I don't have a shot timer. No, no, no. Not necessary.